And Shoket joins us now to talk about ways to build strong relationships, feel connected, seen, and successful in the workplace. This is so important. Yeah. So important. How does loneliness manifest in an office full of people?
So it's so hard to admit that you're lonely. It's like there's a stigma attached to it. Like, I'm not lonely. There's nothing wrong with me. But in the workplace, we did some research. Nearly 80% of people said that they were lonely because of their jobs.
Wow.
And 80%. And it shows up as isolation, overwhelm, lack of support, feeling like you're not respected in the workplace. And it's one of those things that people really keep to themselves.
Like you're on your own little island, basically.
You feel like you're on your own little island. But there's a really simple solution: togetherness. So it turns out this loneliness epidemic you've been talking about, the Surgeon General showed that there'd been this huge decline over the last 20 years in time that we've spent together. But if we all spent 10 minutes a day intentionally building our networks, we would decrease this huge loneliness gap by 50%.
Wow. So let's talk about that, nurturing your network.
Yeah.
And you're just going to spend 10 minutes a day. How do you actually go about doing that?
Well, it turns out it's not corporate networking events, splashy retreats. You don't have to go to the bar. You don't have to go to the golf course. I want to teach everybody how to build their support without even putting shoes on.
Oh.
From the couch.
Love that.
So it's really simple. It's these tiny little micro habits of connection. It's text or social media outreach. It's collaborating in the workplace. It's making a phone call from your car, spending your commute time intentionally building your networks rather than zoning out or thinking about your to-do list. It's like, how can you deepen those connections?
And you know, one of the things, we hadn't met yet, but you immediately brought us these little bracelets that say Togetherness, and that was kind of like a way to do it too. But what about for people who are just unsure of what to say when it's time to actually meet that person?
So these bracelets, these Togetherness bracelets, are my reminder to spend my 10 minutes a day, and I do my 10 minutes before coffee. Sometimes Good Morning America is on in the background before I take my kids to school. And I will do a text message. I've started to do voice memos.
Yeah.
And I'll reach out to colleagues or friends or someone I know who I've seen recently and I've connected with. And I'll say really simply, how are you? I'm checking in on you. You've been on my mind. You did a great job on that meeting last week. How is your project going? And then here's the most important thing that you have to say. How can I help you? Because people want to be acknowledged. They want to be supported. And when you show up for other people, they show up for you in return.
Yeah. Wow. This is so great. And Gio is really good at connecting people and being connected. So I just want to say that. You are. But you
Validated.
say, yes, you are seen. You say another option would be to take a 10-minute walk around the office. Is that so you run into people and spark conversations, or?
So if you're in the office,
yeah,
that's the best thing to do. You don't have to make a big plan about it. Walk around the office, have a human conversation with people, ask them how they're doing. People want to be seen beyond just the spreadsheet or the memo that they owe. So you really just want to connect with people one-on-one, deepen those connections in a human way.
I love that.
And you say you can do this with your kids and yourself.
So if you don't connect with yourself, you will have nothing to give to anyone else.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so good.
And so I'll spend 10 minutes, sometimes meditation, a walk. With your kids, it's amazing. Let them know that you're thinking of them. Have a real conversation rather than, did you do your homework? Did you brush your teeth?
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much.
Oh, you were so great.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
10 minutes to togetherness.com.
I love that. Oh,
so
okay.
much more. Remember, 10 minutes.
Amazing.